On Frieza Planet 79, alarms ring as a scientist begins to panic. Alerting the entire compound, he announces that Lord Aiz is about to be born. As several soldiers rush to meet him, a member of Frieza's race is revealed. One of the henchmen offers his congratulations to Aiz on his birth. Confused, the creature asks if Aiz is his name. Nervously, one of the men spout up that his late father Frieza chose the name for him. The same asks if there's anything he needs. Without hesitating, he demands to fight a strong opponent.
I want to let loose the power I've preserved over these years of thalling. I can't just sit idling around.
Understood. Well then, I'll take you to a planet with strong warriors right away.
Oh, and bring me a cold drink too.
Yes sir, I'll have one right out. The entire universe was about to face a danger the likes of which it had never seen before. Up until now, Goku and the others have fought countless mighty opponents and continued to grow and develop in the process. They then defeated their most powerful enemy, Omega Shenron, after a long and grueling battle. 3 years have passed since that fight. Pan is now 16 years old and currently attending high school in West City. Flying above the world below, she quickly arrives to her destination. Touching down and rushing to school, she happens across a robbery in progress. Hey, don't come any closer! Do it and I'll kill her! Of course, it's the old, no pun intended, Pilaf gang. Looks like after a lifetime of failures, they've resorted to violent crime. Pan demands they stop this nonsense. If they resist, then she will stop them by force. Everyone in town seems to be familiar with her heroics, except for some reason Pilaf and his cronies. Without hesitating, the teenage warrior methodically takes down each one of them as promised, except Shu, who promptly surrenders. With the bad guys heading to jail, she hurries to class as to not be late. Showing to be an all-around student, one of her classmates can't help but mention her exemplary aptitude, but ruins this compliment by also saying it's a surprise she's not more popular. Of course, bringing up how her grandpa, Mr. Satan, is the strongest man in the world after all. Overhearing the chatter, another student asks if it's true he's decided on a successor, and if that successor truly is Papaya Man. The teacher calls for the students to quiet down as Pan thinks Oob has taken on some pretty tiresome responsibilities. Speaking of which, at the World Martial Arts Championship, Papaya Man, reigning champion, faces off against the fearsome, the meaty Captain Beef. The round is underway and it quickly becomes rather obvious that there's going to be no upset in this match. With a single punch, our guy is crowned the winner. With the victory, Mr. Satan takes the stage as the crowd roars in the background. As mentioned with Pan, the world champ announces his retirement to the world. Asking Oob to remove his mask, the new world champ is revealed for the first time. The people of Earth need not worry, however. The champ has drilled everything he knows about fighting into this young man. Mr. Satan thanks the crowd for the opportunity to be their hero one last time. Letting their love flow, the Oceana fans drowns Hercule in their compliments. A man of few words, Oob simply tells everyone he'll do his best to follow in Mr. Satan's footsteps. On an alien world.
Weak! Weak! Far too weak!
Aiz grows infuriated. He can't find anybody worthy to test his powers against. That's when a henchman suggests Goku, the Saiyan that defeated Frieza. Interested in fighting the man who killed his own father, he asks where this Goku is located. After a little research, they head for Earth. And at Capsule Corps, Vegeta has continued his training, reaching to the point he could become Super Saiyan 3 at will. Feeling slightly accomplished and becoming accustomed to Super Saiyan 3, he believes he needs to grow a tail to go all the way to Super Saiyan 4 after all. No matter how hard he trains, it just isn't happening. Frustrated, he still needs to rely on Bulma's technology in the meantime. But with just the mere thought of Kakarot, he knows he has to get even stronger. In the kitchen area, Bulma and Chi-Chi talk about how all their husbands do is train, and poor Chi-Chi doesn't even know where Goku is at the moment, having flown away with the dragon, of course. Making his way into the house, Vegeta passes his daughter, who isn't shy about announcing his lack of hygiene. A little ways away, Goten seems to be stressing about something, and not a second later, Trunks comes by looking a little more stressed. It appears that Goten has a job at Capsule Corp and is slacking on the job. After getting engaged to a nice young lady named Palace, her father wouldn't approve of their wedding until he had a secure job. Trunks was nice enough to bestow upon him that privilege. Trunks berates him some more before Goten answers the phone, and lo and behold, it's his wife, letting him know she's pregnant. Elated and full of new motivation, he eagerly heads back to work, to the somewhat deflation of Trunks, commenting what a simple creature he is. Gohan tends to his collection of books, then he senses an unfathomable key heading to Earth. Vegeta, the boys, Pan, and Oob sense the same. Aiz is about to make his arrival. Excited in the Son Goku character, the other Z-Fighters rush to meet him upon landing. It's almost just the same as when Frieza and his father came to Earth all those years ago. They spot the ship in the air, recognizing as one of Frieza's immediately. Aiz and his men waste no time vacating. The leader tells his subordinates to search the planet, but there are already 6 high power levels close by. A goon, who is possibly Raspberry, recognizes Vegeta as the traitor to the Force, and upon learning of Aiz's intentions, not revenge but merely a good fight, he is 100% on board, claiming himself to be even stronger than Kakarot and telling the others not to interfere. Powering up, and to everyone's shock, he goes straight to Super Saiyan 3. Apparently, there hadn't been an opportunity for everybody to see him in this form yet. You ready?
Whenever you wish.
Big Bang attack! To universal surprise, Aiz is able to deflect the attack, getting back into a short skirmish before the battle comes to a standstill. The Galactic Warrior couldn't be more happy. This is the best match yet. Vegeta, on the other hand, can't believe the power this guy has. Can he really be related to Frieza? Out of nowhere, Piccolo contacts Gohan from Otherworld, informing him that Frieza has enlightened him to something terrible. In what can only be described as shark jumping and insipid storytelling, it appears that Frieza and his family come from a planet called Winter. Immediately after being born, people there cover themselves in ice and enter a thawing period. The longer the thawing period lasts, the stronger the warrior will be. Frieza's thawing period was 5 years, Cold 6 years. This ice fellow, his was over 50 years long.
Well then, how about you entertain me a little more?